What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Now today we have, well, not today, recently we have a lot going on with Darla, but at the same time, unfortunately, we have absolutely nothing going on with Darla. And she's been sitting here for about 3 weeks, but I think I can factually say that I think she should be back next weekend. She should be back and ready to go next weekend. So hopefully we can drive her in. Hopefully all the parts that we need, or the two big things that we need, should be coming in this week, or, well, today's Sunday. Yeah, this week. And we should be able to get her put back together on Friday and be able to drive her through the weekend and make some cool content with her for this upcoming weekend. I'm hoping that way. I can't say that I know it'll go that way, but I'm hoping. But today we got some things we got to knock out on Darla. I know from the front bumper being off, we got some I'm an idiot, and that's what happened. I'm an idiot, and I forgot how easy it is to break one of the bumper brackets. Like this, the bumper brackets are real easy to break on the S197s apparently. And I wasn't even paying attention, and whenever I yanked the bumper off, and as you guys can see right here, I broke the first bracket, second bracket, and the third bracket. So this whole bracket to hold the bumper in place is pretty much trash. So we bought another one, which is, hi Lexi, which is sitting right over there, and I'm thankful that they're really cheap parts. I think it was like $5 off of American Muscle for an OEM one, which is amazing, because then at that point I don't even really care that I broke it. I'm just gonna fix it and get that done. And then also one more thing that I want to do is this shield that's in the front. I was reading some forums about it, and a lot of people are saying that there's no real need to run it, and I'm just gonna take it off. I don't know why it's not bothering me or anything, but I just want to take it off. So whenever you look through the GT500 lowered road elite and you can see the ground, I just think that's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna take it off. So that's what we gotta do. And then after that, I don't really know what's going on. We might take the car out and just drive it around with no bumper, but at the same time I don't really know yet. So let's fix these two things first, and then we'll figure it out from there. Now, unfortunately, Darla has been out of commission momentarily for the last 3 weeks. It was meant to be only, I think it was a week to 2 weeks for her to be out, and that's what I was expecting. But then everything started happening, you know, nothing goes right whenever you're doing something to a car. Nothing really goes right whenever you're playing stuff out, especially when you're going for that one-to-one type beat. You guys know what I'm talking about? So yeah, custom things, they don't take about a week to 2 weeks. That's what I'm figuring out. So I'm learning to be more patient, and whenever I get told it's going to be a week to 2 weeks, I'm more expecting about a month, because that's so far everything that I've done custom for the car has taken way longer than what I've been told it was going to take. So I'm learning that. But this weekend, Darla hopefully will be back. I'm hoping. But until then, we are rocking with George, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for this truck, but at the same time, this thing's slow. It's very slow. You know how weird it is trying on a 2-lane road with dotted lines. Someone's going real slow in front of you, and you're in a rush to get somewhere or something. You just pass them, and whenever you try to pass them, you know, you're sitting there window to window, kind of like racing each other. Just George is struggling to pass, and you guys are just sitting there window to window looking at each other, wondering what the hell's going on. That's what it's like driving 1998 Ford Ranger XLT. So until Darla's done, we'll be dealing with George for a little bit. But anyways, let's get this stuff done, knocked out, and we'll go from there. All right, boys. So we made our executive decision, and we are not. Well, we are going to take the car out today. The setup I have now is, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm putting a lot of trust into some really small, thin zip ties. I'll show you this setup right here. So as of right here, we have a little Y going on, trying to hold the fender from smacking the wheel and rubbing against the wheel on both sides. And do I think these are gonna hold? No. Do I hope they hold? Yes, but I know they won't. So just because of that, we are actually bringing our whole box of zip ties, because I'm imagining that I'll be stuck on the road, on the side of the road, replacing some zip ties. So if it happens, it happens. But if it don't, that's even better. So let's go cruise around. All right, guys. So we've currently made it on, well, on the road, and so far everything's fine. And I have never had the biggest smile on my face driving this thing. I'm so happy that it's back, but it's not really back yet. So we're just cruising with it. Just hearing the sound of the car, just, oh my God, I love the sound of the car. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but I just went out and checked it, and I'll get out and show you guys here in a minute. Our fender and our zip tie job must have not been good enough, and it let the fender down, and the fender flew underneath the car, and not the fender, the liner, the wheel liner. Flew underneath the car, and it was scraping against the car. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but I mean, it could have been way worse, so it is what it is. Pulled over here, and as you can see, well, I just pulled out the fender liner, and as you guys can see, this side, our zip tie job, mint, but that's not the side of that we have the problem. That's the side we have the problem. The fender liner is right there, and I'm pretty sure that it's not supposed to be right there. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be right there. So we got a problem. We broke the car, but fortunately, we didn't break the car. It could have been way worse. As soon as I heard it, I got that on video too. So you guys should be able to hear it too. But it could have been way, way worse. But we got lucky. We got lucky. It was just a fender liner. I mean, I guess we can go out and get a new fender liner, or just see if we can put that one back in to put the pumper on. Yeah, I don't know, I've never had a fender liner just break out like that, so it is what it is. It could have been way worse. I'm just glad it's not a tire, because I not really wanting to buy a new tire right now. But yeah, so zip ties, not the way to go. If you guys are trying to hold your fender liner down, don't use zip ties, or don't use real thin zip ties. That was probably a dumb move on me, which it was. I should have been patient, not drove the car. But at the same time, life happens unexpectedly every single time. So, fender liner's off. It's supposed to be right there. We'll get that taken care of. And yeah, that, I don't really, yeah, no, we'll fix it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It could have been way worse. All right, guys, so unfortunately, all that just happened. But fortunately, that did happen close to home. So we're gonna take Darla back home, figure out what we're gonna do with the liner. I think we might be able to reuse the liner instead of buying a new one. If we can't, oh well, it's like, I think they're like 20-30 bucks or something like that. So if we have to buy a new one, we'll buy a new one, but if not, thank God. But yeah, we're gonna figure out how to put that back together, get everything back in, and then from there we should be set to go. I don't know, but biggest objective is to get Darla home without having the other one do the same thing. So we added a couple more support thin zip ties to hold it for like a mile down the road, and then we can figure out where to go from there, because I don't know, I've never had this happen. I've never had any problem with a wheel liner, so I don't really know what to say, but I'm just glad it wasn't a tire. I don't know, it could have been so much worse that I'm so thankful that it was not worse. So I'm happy. It's good life. Yeah, so we just got the wheel off, and we got some tools out here, got the car jacked up, the wheels off, and we're just inspecting what's going on here and trying to figure out what we can do to fix all this. And it looks like this fender lifted up and pushed back, so we got it right here. This liner is supposed to go in between the rocker and the there's a little tiny piece of metal where these clips push into, so this is supposed to be smashing between it. And then we got a push pin right there that kind of came out, and then I'm guessing this one goes through here. Well, not guessing, but I'm not stupid. And the other one goes through here and meets and buds up against this one, and then there should be a push pin to maybe keep it like that with each other. I don't know. I've never dealt with fender liners or anything, so we are kind of just figuring out all this as we go. But I will let you guys know whenever I find something out. Hopefully we don't have to buy another one, because I really don't want to. But I think we can use the same one. I don't drive the car in the winter. I only drive it in the summer. And I barely drive it in the rain. And whenever I drive it, it's usually just beating the piss out of it whenever it's warm. So I'm just expecting to not, the fender shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I still have to put it on for the bumper and everything. So, moral of the story, we need to fix that. So I'll let you guys know whenever I find more out, but until then, that's what I'm kind of doing right now. It just looks like these two right here, and then it should just bolt in. I think there's a bolt that goes right here, or a push pin that goes in there. So we will figure everything out and then get back to, I'll let you guys know whenever I find something out. That's what I'll do. All right, guys, so thankfully, we got we got the whole fender put back in, and it looks like we're going to be able to reuse it. The only reason why I was scared to reuse it is because it cracked right here, as you guys can see. But what I'm thinking we're going to do is just some shoe glue or some that handy dandy Flex Seal, something like that, and we're going to seal that. And the pins that we need, they're just little push pins. They just got loose, fell out with the amount of wind that they were taking, and they must have just flew out because it's not bolted to anything, and they were just free flowing with those pins. So it made sense to why all the wind would knock them out, because it wasn't bolted to the bumper, or the bumper. So the bumper wasn't blocking it from all the wind. So yep, that's our fault completely. But all we need is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5. I don't know. I'm just gonna get 5 of push pins. We just need push pins like that so we can knock these back in, and then we should be good to go. And I'm happy that whenever it was sliding this around, it kind of chewed it up a little bit on both sides, but it didn't trim it. It didn't cut it down at all. So all the pins and everything that we need to bolt everything back up to the bumper is still there, which is good. So yeah, that could have went way worse. I thought honestly, at first I thought it was a tire, and I was about to be real bummed out because I did not want to buy a new tire right now. But yep, so we're still on track. Nothing bad happened to Darla today, so it is what it is. Stuff happens, so could have gone way worse, and I'm glad that it went this way. So overall, I can't complain. Life happens. Stuff like this is normal. This is the best thing that could have happened in this whole situation. So unfortunately, we are not taking the car out for the rest of the day. We need to run to the store and see if we can find these push pins, and then get this all bolted back up so we can put the tire back on and drop it and get it ready for this weekend whenever we are actually rebuilding it. And then we should be good to go. So let's go run to the store and grab these push pins real quick. All right, guys, so we just got back from the store and I got everything put back together. I'm thankful that it was just push buttons and nothing really bad happened. The worst thing that we gotta do, that's the most annoying, it takes the most time, is probably remove the blue vinyl right here on the side of the side skirt right here. And see right there, it's supposed to go in, but it doesn't anymore because it was obviously dragging against the ground. And if we need to take it all off through there and replace it, that's the one that takes the most time, just because I want it to look good and equal on both sides. So we'll get that replaced whenever we are rebuilding the car. It should be done this week. But I'm glad nothing bad has happened to the car. Everything happens for a reason. So just gonna say that was warning shots to something bigger and worse that could have happened. But I'm really thankful that it was just a simple fix and everything. Not mad, it is what it is. Made a day out of it, so I guess that's kind of cool. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed somewhat of this video, make sure to drop a like. And while you guys are doing that, click the subscribe button. Sorry, I can't even talk, but it really means a lot to me. I love to see you guys tune back in for a future video. But with that being said, I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.